Do you feel like you are spinning your wheels when it comes to manifesting? Like nothing is working, like you're blocked or stuck, nothing's working on your manifesting journey? In this video, I'm going to discuss how to take your power back in your manifesting abilities, how to stop giving your power away to outside people, circumstances, or things, and just exactly how to do it easily and simply. There are many ways, I suppose, but I'm going to talk in depth in this video in one of the most powerful ways that you can take your power back. Hello, everyone. I am your Muse, Traci. I am here to inspire you and empower you to live the life of your dreams, to create on purpose exactly what you want in all areas of your life, to stop settling and to stop suffering. You are not here to suffer. If that sounds good to you, you are more than welcome to subscribe to my channel. Let's just get straight into it today, you guys. I'm really excited to talk about this. So one of the most powerful ways you can take your power back in manifesting is by breaking out of the illusion. The illusion of what? I'm sure you're asking. Breaking out of the illusion that anyone or anything is doing something to you, or anyone or anything is making you feel some type of way. This is never, ever, 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 ever the case. No one can make you feel anything ever. You're doing that. You're doing that. Okay? Now, the faster you can break out of this illusion of feeling like things are being done to you or people are making you feel a certain way, the faster you can and will take your power back. So I've spoken about this before in videos. I think I've touched on it. And, in this video, we're going to go much deeper. And so stay with me till the end. You don't want to miss this because this isn't just some people doing this. This is everyone. Everyone is doing this until you become conscious and aware of it. And most people are not conscious and aware of it. So I would say 99, 95, 99% of people are doing this. And it is one of the most widely used tactics of your mind. And this tactic that I'm talking about is the mechanism of projection. Now, what the heck is projection? Well, projection is the mechanism of your mind that uses all of its programming, past experiences, logic, beliefs, self-concepts, the whole gamut. It uses the conglomeration of all of this, and it projects those concepts onto the other person in the way you interpret their expression, words, behaviors, everything. Every single thing you experience from another person, you are using projection. You are using the meaning of projection. Again, until you become conscious of this, it's still going to be projection, but you're doing it unconsciously until you know you're doing it, and then you can do it consciously, which is what we are talking about and discovering in this video. So this, in short, can be summarized up as sort of like the meaning maker. But you see, it's so ingrained, it's so convincing that you don't realize that you're projecting, and you definitely don't realize that it's all just a story. You think it's real until you don't, right? Until you become conscious of what is going on here. You think the meaning or the projection that your mind comes up with instantly, by the way, this happens so fast and effortlessly, is the real truth. And then usually what happens is you react to your own projection, your own story. So you experience something with someone and you immediately, again, this happens immediately and effortlessly, assign it a story via your conditioning, your programming, your beliefs, your self-concept, all of it. And then you react to your own story. And then you not only react to your own story, but you feel a certain way, right? You have a feeling about it. And not only do you react to your own story, have a feeling, but you then blame the other person. You think they're doing it to you. They're making you feel something. None of that is actually what's going on. And this is what I mean by no one is ever making you feel anything ever, 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 ever. And this includes the good feelings as much as it includes the bad feelings. You see, when SP is showing up and doing and saying all the loving things, SP is still not ever making you feel anything. You're doing that. You're once again making up a story from these lovely things. You're making up a story and then having a reaction to it and then feeling a certain way about it. And in this case, yeah, it's a positive reaction, a positive feeling, but it's you. You're doing it, and it's your own story. Once again, this is the mechanism of projection at work. This is the mechanism of projection that your mind uses. And it is not only an illusion, so convincing that we think it's real, but it's the reason you feel anything ever, good or bad. So, if all of this is true, and it is, then no one can make you feel anything ever, and you're responsible for how you feel always. And here comes the zinger, you're making it up. You are making it up, always. You're never not making it up. You're just so good at it, making it up, that you do it effortlessly and automatically, and you don't even know you're doing it. Again, until you do, until you become aware of this, conscious of this. And so you don't know you're doing it, and then you also believe it. You think that it's real. You think the meaning, the projection that you gave is the truth, the reality. So you believe it, and then you react all unconsciously. This is all unconscious. So what do? We have to become conscious of what we are doing unconsciously so that we can do it consciously. And you guessed it, say it with me, take our power back. So when you make the unconscious conscious, you are doing it consciously, which means you are more consciously choosing the meaning that you give to things. You are consciously choosing what things mean. You can choose anything. You seriously can. You can choose anything. Right now, you've just been limiting yourself to choosing those things that, again, come from your programming, come from your self-concept, come from your belief system, come from logic. So again, you've been doing it all along. You've just been doing it unconsciously. And sometimes that story that you project onto the other person is not good. Sometimes it's good, right? Again, if SP is showing up, I'm using SP as an example here, but it can be anything. It can be money. It can be job. It can be anything. When SP is showing up doing all the loving things, unconsciously you say, oh yes, it's good. I am worthy. I am love. And you project your meaning onto those actions. And then the meaning that you give it, you have a reaction to. And because the meaning you're giving it is positive, you're having a positive reaction. You're feeling loved. You're feeling whatever, all of these things, worthy, adored, cherished. But again, you're making it up. And so when SP shows up and isn't doing these things, you do the same thing. Oh, SP doesn't want me. I'm not worthy. I'm not chosen. I'm not valuable. And then this story that you project onto these actions, you have a reaction to it. You believe it, you have a reaction to it, and you blame the other person. The other person is never making you feel anything ever. You have to break out of this illusion. The faster you can break out of this illusion and break out of this, unconscious habit of projection, the faster you can take your power back. Because when you break out of this illusion, you start to become consciously aware that you have the opportunity to project something different. Whatever your meaning that you're giving to it is what you project onto it. And what you project onto it, the person, the circumstance, whatever it is, that is what it turns into, because you are the one creating your reality. So your projection is creating your reality. So this is like, it's a magical moment, and it's a moment where you have tremendous power to choose, and it's totally being thrown away and just totally done unconsciously. And then that projection that you chose unconsciously from your programming, limiting beliefs, self-concept, all of these things is what creates your reality. And then you have a reaction, you feel a certain way, you blame the other person. It's all an illusion. It's all an illusion. The faster you can break out of this illusion and understand what's going on, your perspective, your meaning creates the projection creates your reality. The faster you can realize this and take ownership of it, the faster you're going to take your power back. This is one of the most powerful things that you can do. So to start, we don't really have to do it. You don't have to do this with positive things, because that positive meaning, positive reaction, and positive projection is creating more positivity. But what you really need to hone in on and focus on is doing it with quote unquote negative things, or quote unquote things that you don't prefer. Because that quote unquote negative meaning projection is creating more of that. And that's not empowering for you. You don't want more of that. And you're giving your power away as well when you blame the other person. A little bit you're giving your power away when you give the other person credit for the good feelings, but that's we'll leave that for another video. So, super important message here, super important. Guys, watch this again. Understand that this is a very powerful moment, and you want to take what you're already doing unconsciously and make it conscious and tell a different story. Build up the muscle. This is a muscle. It's a skill you will develop to tell a different story, to separate from your programming, to separate from your logical mind, your belief system, your limiting beliefs, your self-concept, to break out of that and to tell a different story. Now, if you do the work on your programming, this is much, much, much easier. And this is what I work with my one-on-one coaching clients to do in the one-on-one monthly coaching. We go through all of this, and I teach them this exact skill, and it's super transformative. So if you're interested in that, you can find the links for all of that in the description. And that's it for this one, you guys. I don't know if I can say much more. It's super simple, like all truths are. And it's just going to take new awareness, bringing the unconscious to be conscious, and some practice. All right? And you can take your power back in your manifesting abilities. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.